We are going to be talking about addressing 6 relevant questions pertaining to health during our time together in this presentation. We're going to be answering what is health from a spiritual perspective, and how does it relate to the life force? We're also going to be talking about what are the causes of the disease from a spiritual perspective. And then what is Rosicrucian healing, and how does it restore health? We're also going to be addressing what is the innate nature of the cells in our bodies, and what is the intelligence that allows the cells and organs in our bodies to function according to their nature. And then lastly, we're going to answer the question, what is the nature of this unconscious force governing the functions of the body, and how does it relate to the nervous system? We're going to talk about a few Rosicrucian healing methods, and we're going to have a meditation at the end. So what is health? When the cells and organs of the body are functioning properly, they are regarded as being in good health. From a Rosicrucian perspective, health is a state of balance or harmonion that results when there is a sufficient supply of life force. In a vibratory sense, health occurs when a balance between the negative and positive polarity of the vital life force, a force otherwise known as the universal soul. So health occurs from a balance between the negative and positive polarity of the vital life force. As you know, the human body is a system of bones, tissues, muscles, and organs composed of many cells. Scientists consider the cell to be the smallest unit of the body, and it's a reflection of all the biological processes characterizing organic life. To Rosicrucians, the cell is a microcosm of universal life. The cell has an independent vitality, a form of consciousness, and is capable of growing and reproducing. Every cell is designed to have health. The living cell has a permanent electromagnetic field between the nucleus and the cell membrane. Cellular activity occurs from the union of the negative and positive polarity of the vital life force inside the cell. In other words, the union of the positive polarity in the nucleus and the negative polarity in the outer membrane causes the cell to function. Disease occurs from an imbalance in the positive and negative polarities of the vital life force. For good health, the cells need to maintain an electromagnetic field that vibrates in perfect harmony with the cosmic. The Rosicrucian healing methods has unique features. I will mention 3. The Rosicrucian healing methods are based on a fundamental principle that all healing comes from the infinite source. And by attuning and harmonizing with the infinite source, we achieve good health. The Rosicrucian healing method takes into account the law of equilibrium. For life is based on equilibrium. And disease results when we violate this natural law. When there is a lack of equilibrium in the cells and organs of the body, we find obstacles to the natural flow of life. Disease, therefore, is an imbalance that can manifest in the spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical planes. Since everything is connected in life, a disease that manifests in one plane will affect the other planes. For this reason, Rosicrucians believe that any healing modality that does not consider the spiritual dimension of humans is incomplete. The Rosicrucian healing methods takes into consideration the law of rhythm. All activities in the body is governed by cycles based on rhythms. For instance, circulation is produced from diastolic and systolic heartbeats. Breathing is produced from rhythmic inhalation and exhalation. Digestion is produced from rhythmic movement of food. The vibratory frequency of our aura is linked to the rhythmic activity of these vital functions. When the vibratory frequency of the body is high, it becomes an electromagnetic barrier against common viruses and bacteria. Therefore, to maintain good health, it is important for us to keep our vibrations high at high levels. Rosicrucian healing techniques are used to restore harmony to the affected organs. We will talk more on this subject later in this presentation. The human body is an atomic structure subject to physical and metaphysical laws. The human cells contain atoms made of electrons, which are particles of a vibratory energy known as spirit. Cells have a psychic consciousness. The psychic body in humans results from the union between the soul and the physical body. The psychic body, also known as the astral body or enteric body, is a vehicle for the vital life force. The psychic centers act as transformers, absorbing and transferring cosmic essence throughout the body via the autonomic nervous system. The Rosicrucian healing methods uses psychic energy for self-healing and maintaining good health. At the end of this presentation, we will see why this is important for health. Let's review some vital functions needed to maintain health and show how they are linked to the autonomic nervous system, the repair system that Rosicrucians use for healing. From a biological perspective, life is maintained by certain vital functions like digestion, breathing, blood, and lymph circulation, and nerve activity. Impairment of these vital functions can cause disease. Let us briefly review these functions. Digestion. Digestion is the breaking down of food into elements that the body needs. In addition to oxygen, water, and energy-rich foods like carbohydrates, 40 elements are essential for human life. We must eat natural and high quality foods to maintain good health. Our food should be varied and should contain sufficient proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, vitamins, and mineral salts to satisfy the body's chemical needs. It is important to note that the autonomic nervous system controls digestion and the secretion of digestive enzymes. An imbalance in our digestive system can lead to impaired secretion of the enzymes, affecting the absorption of the essential elements the body needs to maintain health. Circulation. The circulatory system, via the blood, supplies nutrient, oxygen, and cosmic essence to the body. The heart, like the other organs, has its rhythm, which harmonizes with the rhythms of the other organs to give a general rhythm of the body. In a disease state, the rhythm of the cells and organs is affected, thus affecting the general rhythm of the body. Therefore, to restore balance, the Rosicrucian healing method uses psychic energy via the autonomic nervous system. Please note that the autonomic nervous system innervates and controls the heart, a vital organ that sustains life. Respiration. In the last symposium, we covered respiration in the presentation titled Ancient Wisdom of the Breath, that is available on YouTube. Please see presentation for more information on respiration. We will not cover it here. It is important to note that the lungs receive its innervation from the autonomic nervous system. Lymphatics. Our diet should contain healthy lipids for lymphatic health. The best way of maintaining our lymphatic system is to keep the lymph as pure as possible. The vitality of our lymph depends on our digestive and respiratory health, since lymph is derived from the blood. Imbalances in this system can lead to impaired function. To restore balance, the Rosicrucian healing method uses psychic energy via the autonomic nervous system. The lymph node receives innervation from the autonomic nervous system. Elimination. Proper elimination of the waste products produced by the body is important for good health. The lungs, liver, spleen, kidneys, bowels, and skin assist in the elimination of waste products and toxins. It is important that we keep these organs in optimal health and refrain from indulging in habits that cause harm to these organs. Water is an essential solvent to aid the body in eliminating waste. The best time to use water for inner cleansing is in the morning upon waking, at night before bedtime, and between meals. A good habit is to magnetize water for the best results. It is important that we have regular bowel movements to maintain good health. Please note that the autonomic nervous system supplies the smooth muscles of the body. To restore balance to these organs, the Rosicrucian healing method uses the autonomic nervous system. The cells of our bodies are designed for normal health to support the plan of evolution. Ill health comes from the misuse of our subjective will. Let us explore the objective will. The cerebrospinal system, a part of our nervous system, controls the skeletal muscles and our voluntary actions. It is involved with our conscious sensation, which is limited to the 5 senses, and all physical activities of the body. Because of the cerebrospinal system, we can move from one place to the next and perform various physical actions. In bad habits, we use our objective will via the cerebrospinal nervous system to do the things that do not support our health. For example, in excessive alcohol use, we use our objective will to oppose the constructive activity of the subconscious working through the autonomic nervous system. To restore health, we must use our free will to serve the cosmic intelligence. We must let our spiritual self, expressed by the autonomic nervous system, guide our physical actions through the cerebrospinal system. How do we do this? By making a stop doing list. Stop all physical actions that do not support our well-being. Let's take a moment to list those things that we do that do not support our well-being. Now, let us replace these unhealthy actions with things that support our well-being. Let's take a moment to list the things that we want to start doing that supports our well-being. Another way of using our free will for constructive means is to address all types of body pain in a timely fashion. Pain is a warning signal that tells us an abnormal state has occurred somewhere in our body. Most illnesses are preceded by pain. Ignoring pain or trying to numb it does not bring about healing. We should find the reason for the pain and correct the action causing it. If we allow pain to persist for long periods of time, healing can become more difficult due to the abnormal changes that have occurred in the physical structure. One way to find the etiology of the pain is to pose a question to the higher self. We can also petition the cosmic for guidance. The autonomic system and why it is important for healing. Please also see Grandmaster's presentation, Creating and Maintaining Radiant Health on the Rosicrucian TV. It discusses techniques to stimulate the autonomic nervous system. Briefly, and without going into the technical details, the autonomic nervous system is the growth and repair system of the body. It controls all the key vital functions of the body, and it is essential in healing because it restores balance to the cells through the vital life force. Rosicrucians refer to it as the psychic nervous system. The sympathetic branch of the autonomic nervous system consists of chains of ganglia running down the left and right of the spinal column. And you can see in the picture, you see the cords just running on each side of the spinal column. The sympathetic branch generates sympathetic energy. A psychic energy generated from the psychic centers that is channeled through the ganglions. So the sympathetic branch generates a sympathetic energy, which is a psychic energy generated from the psychic centers that is channeled through the ganglions. The psychic energy includes and transcends the two polarities of the vital life force. Rosicrucians use the sympathetic energy for healing purposes. Using certain techniques, the Rosicrucian student is able to activate the sympathetic autonomic nervous system through the ganglion and direct it to the affected organ. Again, the ganglions are the little sacs that you see in between the spine, the vertebral column. Another method Rosicrucians use to restore health is through mental creation and autosuggestion. Using mental creation and our will, we can impress on the subconscious our desired goal. For example, we can visualize the affected organ in good health and suggest to the subconscious to restore normal health. In serious illness, all the impulses from the senses must be soothing to facilitate healing. Use peaceful sounds like nature sounds or inspiring music. uplifting colors, simple natural foods that appeal to the taste buds, and wear clothing that is suiting to the skin. The purpose of spiritual healing or self-healing is to remove the opposing factor causing ill health, so as to allow the unobstructed flow of the vital life force, psychic energy to the cells and organ and restore health. Spiritual healing consists of increasing our energy stores and maintaining it at a high level. Healing requires patience and persistence. Depending on the chronicity and severity of the illness, removing the offending element, disrupting the natural rhythm of the organ requires some degree of patience and persistence. Let us now summarize the main points of this presentation. From a Rosicrucian perspective, health is a state of balance or harmony that results when there is sufficient supply of life force. When there is an imbalance in the positive and negative polarity, disease results. Rosicrucian healing methods are based on a fundamental principle that all healing comes from the infinite source, and by attuning ourselves with the infinite source, we achieve good health. Spiritual healing consists of increasing our energy stores and maintaining it at a high level. Rosicrucians use the life force via the autonomic nervous system to restore and maintain health. Brothers and Soras, let us now proceed to a meditation. Please sit relaxed and hands unclasped on your thighs. Visualize the sun in front of you. Visualize its brilliant rays shining on you. Feel the warmth of the sun penetrating every cell of your body. Now, mentally step into the sun and allow the brilliant light from the sun to flow through you. Through your cells, your organs, your tissues, your muscles, your bones, your circulatory system, your respiratory system, your digestive system, the lymphatic system, your neurological system, your reproductive system, your urinary system. Feel it strengthening your entire being. You may now return to your body when you're ready. Brothers and sisters, this concludes our presentation. Peace profound.